All right, we ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Terrific. Let's go ahead and bring the November 9, 2021 council meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Roll call, please.
Mayor Johnson.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Evans.
Here.
Councilmember Carter.
Here.
Councilmember Dole.
Here.
Councilmember Ishmael. Councilmember McClymonds.
Here.
Councilmember Swatman.
Present.
Councilmember Watson.
Here.
Terrific.
Is Councilmember Ishmael?
Second.
There's a motion and second to excuse Councilman Ismail. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. I see no agenda modifications. We do have appointments this evening. Sadie?
This is Agenda Bill 21-158. The council motion would be to ratify the mayor's appointment of Mesta to the Parks Commission position number 2 with a term ending April 6th of 2022. Tracy Odd to the Park Commission position number 4 with a term expiring on April 6th of 2023. And Diane Hoover to the Park Commission position number 5 with a term ending April 6th of 2024.
So moved. Seconded.
Second? Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you very much. We have no public hearings. Now it's time for citizen comments. This is your chance to speak to the city council on matters of business. State your name and address to the record. You have 5 minutes. John, is there anybody? Oh.
Hi, guys. Yes, Mr. Deckers.
Very good.
Mayor Council, I am past Council Member Dan Decker. I live at 1270th Street East, Bonnie Lake, Washington. I'm really concerned about the Bonnie Lake Police Department. I have discovered that many of the officers do not know what inalienable rights are and what they mean. One officer for sure does not know what inalienable rights are. I asked him, what are the 3 inalienable rights mentioned in the Declaration of Independence? He said, what are those? What are the inalienable rights? I was hoping he could at least say life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, which are the 3 that are mentioned in the Declaration. And inalienable rights are common law. They are controlled by only the people, not the government. And that includes law enforcement. In that saying, I'm hoping that the council will take the time to look at what I'm saying and give the law enforcement, our police department, the monies necessary for training in the Constitution of the United States. The most important document any law enforcement person should know. That includes the Declaration of Independence for the protection of us, the people, which is you, everyone in this room, and everyone in the United States, whether they are a citizen or they're just here on this land for any purpose. So I'm hoping you'll take the time to realize what I'm saying and give the council, give the police department money for training for learning what inalienable rights are and what they really mean to the people of the United States. Thank you. I end on that subject. One more thing. There are three votes that are given to each one of you as council members. That is, you can vote yes, no, or abstain. And I'm hoping that from this day forward, probably not, but I'm hoping that when you're asked to vote, there's a yay, nay, or abstain. Those three are the questions at hand, because they are the votes of the council. So I'm hoping that this will happen from this day forward when you do vote. Thank you very much. Finished.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Decker. Anyone else for the citizen comments?
No, Mayor.
Okay, I don't see anyone. Thank you very much, Mr. Vodopich. Move along. We have no correspondence. We do have Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Finance Committee met tonight. We had a human resource recruitment update. We have a recreation offer letter for a site account. Current site assistant has received a letter to move to a AM and PM. Records clerk, there were 93 applicants received, or applications received. 19 have been forwarded to the department for review. Top 7 will be interviewed today. Accounting specialist and cashier, there is an external recruitment. First review will be on 11/15. Assistant planner and code enforcement is currently on hold. Associate planner will be starting on 11/16. Senior center aide cook, part-time kitchen aide has accepted the full-time senior center aide cook position and started on 11/1. Senior center dishwasher part-time is still open with no applicants. Senior center kitchen aide part-time is still open with no applicants. The youth sports officials, that is a continuous recruitment. Lateral police officers, chief held interviews with from the certified list. The first candidate is currently in pre-employment process. Senior center assistant, there's internal posting that will be going up on 11/10 and closing on 11/17. Upcoming recruitments or vacancies due to retirements and resignations will be plans examiner, building inspector, and construction inspector coming up soon. We had a discussion that is before the council tonight on the pay scale. Which is on open council or on finance committee issues, AB 21-157. That'll be before the council tonight. We discussed our midterm biennium budget amendments that will be coming forward in a few weeks to council. We reviewed our minutes and we adjourned.
Terrific. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Evans. Community Development Committee, please.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and Deputy Mayor, Phil informed me on that, so I don't know if he's going to.
I didn't bring my notes, but we moved forward some things to council last week.
Yeah,
One of this,
right on this agenda.
Yeah, the Ranger Springs.
Ranger Springs, right. I take it.
Yes. Yes, they were.
Those were several items that were moved forward, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Councilmember Swabman. Public Safety Committee, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We had a report from East Coast Fire, Chief Parkinson. Their Proposition 1 failed the election deal, and they're going to be bouncing into some reserves, trying to get through, and probably putting another proposition on ballot. Public safety report from Chief Jeter. Calls are continuing to go up. Actually had 61 calls at the View by Vintage last month. A lot of shooting. There's a lot going on over there currently. We did business and action items. There's an updated interagency agreement for housing prisoners in the city of Puyallup. That will be coming on the consent agenda on the 23rd. Prices continue to go up in relation to that. There's also a resolution 2993, which is to enter into an agreement with the Administrative Office of the Courts for a therapeutic court grant funds. We put in for a grant, got a huge grant for $395,000 to start this therapeutic court. This looks like it's going to be a really good thing. We get half the grant in December, another half of it in July. We approved our minutes. We had an open discussion in regards to school zone traffic. By Vintage Security, They're actually increasing their security with patrols and walkthroughs as well. We have some FYI updates. CSO, now former Officer Kreider, started on the first CSO/bailiff reports. We are getting an auto theft detective, and a new one who will be taking over for it currently in there. And they're going to have some lead time to get in training as well. They've interviewed 8 records clerks today, and the police department raised $1,900 for breast cancer awareness. Our meeting.
Terrific. Thank you, Councilmember Carter. I don't see any other reports. We have the consent agenda.
Actually, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
If I may, I'd just like to introduce for the rest of the members of the Debbie Mills here on my left. She's our new HR manager. And we're glad to have her on board. And she's coming in both feet first and getting to know all the folks in Bonnie Lake. So join me in welcoming her to the city.
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Debbie, for joining us. All right, we have now the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you very much. Let's move on to the Finance Committee issues. Sadie?
This is item A, which is ordinance D 21-157. Council motion would be amend ordinance number 1659 relating to the pay grade classification of the chief financial officer.
So moved. Seconded.
Seconded. Any discussion? Do I see any hands? Yeah, go right ahead. Councilmember Carter.
Yeah, I obviously wanted to make sure that she is paid properly in that position. I have some concerns in regards to this all and what that projects to other employees and this stuff. And for those reasons, I'm concerned about this. My questions would be, is this something that we can do in the future? Do a rate, pay, salary, steady across the board for everyone, and make sure that we're paying everybody properly so that we don't have to do this constantly one person.
Any other?
Joe, me to address that?
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
so when we adopted the non-represented pay grade salary table back in September, we did do that internally. So it was an internal comparison that was done by the previous HR manager. At that time, this position was not identified as moving up. However, since that time, we've identified that when the CFO position as originally contemplated with the job description, it indicated that the CFO would assist the city administrator in the development of the budget. However, we all know that since that time, the CFO has actually taken on that duty, and so that's the significant change as part of justification to move it from a 24 to a 25.
I've been told both ways on this one. Those are my concerns. Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? Councilmember Swatman, do I see your hand up? Yep.
Mr. Mayor, thank you. Yeah, and I would have similar concerns. The positions always they're critical to our city, of course. The quality of our employees are extremely important. We need to make sure to pay them appropriately. I'm not privy to finance committee discussion, of course, but didn't know if we did a salary survey, but apparently maybe that was previously or something. Of course, more duties are, put on those positions as appropriate to pay the position more. But again, with the transition to the new executive, I'd be, very hesitant to be able to move things around right now because I don't have any idea of what the new executive is going to want to do with his organization at that point in time. So, I would kind of defer to the new administration really to make, recommendations on how they want to do that. We don't know, what they're going to do with which positions really. new executive who could have a assistant city administrator, and then have a lower level CFO or what have you. But that's kind of the future stuff. So at this point in time, I'll concentrate.
All right, I can't. Okay, any other discussion?
Kelly has his hand up, sir.
Oh, Kelly, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I would like to, just to express the same concern that Councilmember Swatman expressed, which is, the recognition that there is a new administration. On the other hand, I think it is important to recognize the dedication and the excellence that, we see in the staff. And the tricky part here is that, is recognizing and encouraging excellence in the staff is super important. That should primarily fall on the job of the executive. When decisions like this come before the council, I think it would be clear that I would ask that the current executive would dialogue and we would hear support from both the current and the next administration so that the council is not put in the position of trying to ferret that out. At this point in time, we have awesome people in the city and we don't want to lose them. But on the other hand, we don't really know what the next administration will be. So I'm a little ambivalent and concerned about the timing of this. And that can be dealt with some clear statements saying that this is obviously that this is appropriate and that everybody supports it. I don't know if that's appropriate or not, but that's where we're at.
So I'm going to interject here. Sherry, do you have anything you want to add?
I have spoken with incoming Mayor Michael McCullough. I believe he's in the audience tonight, and he was in support of this. I'm not sure if he wants to speak up. Mayor Johnson and I have also spoken about this, and he is in support of it. They both indicated that they felt I should be paid fairly for my position. So I'm not sure. Was there something else, Neil?
No, that's fine. I just want to make sure, you had that discussion with the new executive. So it's up, I'm going to leave it up to this council. Yes, Councilmember Swatman.
That'd be great. So is the council allowed to ask for everything?
I don't think so.
Really?
If he can come up, I guess is that protocol with, yeah, he can speak to
If the
the,
council would accept that or not, it'd be great.
it's an ordinance, so you can definitely speak to it.
Appropriate or not?
Yeah, she said if you're all in agreement.
Yeah, if there's a consensus on the council.
Yeah, that's fine.
And for the record, I am the mayor-elect of Bonnie Lake. My name is Mike McCullough. Ms. Ryerson is correct. We did speak on this matter a couple of days ago, and she is correct in advocating that I am in support of her moving up from level to level 25. She is the head of the department. She is the chief financial officer and should be paid as any director should be within the city.
Great. Thank you very much.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would agree in that Sherry's position should be changed, long overdue. That executive group should all be at the same level. And what she's brought toward the city, the group there is well needed, and I support this.
Great. Thank you, Councilmember Watson. Any other discussion? Okay, I don't see any hands. John?
No, I don't think anybody out there.
Very good. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Okay. Thank you very much. let's go ahead and move on to Community Development Committee issues. Item A, Sadie?
This is item A, which is resolution 2989. The council motion would be to authorize a professional services agreement with RH2 to complete the final design of the Granger Springs pump house.
So moved. Seconded.
Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Councilman Watson.
this is a vital part of our water system in Bonnie Lake. This is long overdue. When the battery is city, which is vandalized, we have ground shipping over there. It's important for us to make this move and get us going forward. We belong, especially about the CDC, and I support this change.
Terrific. Thank you, Councilman Watson. Any other discussion?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
Yes. Oh, Councilman McClymon. Ms. Kelly, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Mr. Mayor. This is a lot of work that needs to be done. It's critical. It's also part of the responsibility to maintain the water supply for the citizens, and it's part of the impact to the cost of that system. I think it's important that we talk about this in public at the meeting, that they understand the city and the excellent work that employees do to make sure this happens, so we have a safe water supply and one that we can count on going in the future, and that it's not free. The good work is not free. Good people are hard to find. We want to keep them. Planning. All these things come together in this, and while it does seem like it's a lot of money, it's money well spent. And I thank the city staff for the good work they did, and I will support this. And I thank you as well for your staff that you've put together, Neil.
Oh, thank you very much, Councilmember Climans. Appreciate that. They've done a lot of work on this, and definitely have a great group. Any other discussion? All right. Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Thank you very much. I don't see any further issues before us. Have a great week. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Good morning.